Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I'm on by myself, but that's okay. I came on to talk with you guys about dealing with uncertainty when you're going through life challenges. And we all go through those uncertainties on a daily basis. I know I do. And how do we overcome them? What do we do? And that's just what I wanted to talk about today. And when we're dealing with uncertainty, especially when with big life challenges start to weigh us down, how do we keep going and follow the dream that we have inside of us? And so that's what we're going to be talking about. And you know what? Actually, I'm at home and I'm working remote today. I have my window open, so I'm going to close it because there's a lot of noise coming through there. And I just want to talk with you guys just for a few minutes, maybe a little bit longer. If people join the chat soon, maybe they'll join in the replay. But let's talk about, I'll tell you about how I deal with uncertainty. When I'm dealing with things that I'm not sure about, well, one of the first things I do is pray. I pray to God and I say, Lord, I'm dealing with this matter that just seems so big, so large, and I'm not sure what to do. And you know what? I don't always get the answer right away, and it certainly doesn't always come like I expect it to, but I do get something. And it's either stand still, stay where you are, don't move a muscle, and just listen. Or sometimes it is keep moving forward regardless. I'm not telling you, and this is God talking to me, I'm not saying that you're wrong in what you're doing, but just keep going. And because sometimes, we're just going to learn from the things that we're going through. But in any case, I have some notes that I wrote out, some bullet points that I wanted to talk with you guys about. And hold on, let's see. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm still learning all this YouTube stuff. So hopefully I'm getting it right. And this is actually recording. I don't know, but we'll see. Um, so one of the things I did say that I was going to say, what I was going to talk to you about, guys, about was that when I decided to take the leap to leave my job, it was because that I felt some pressure. It was a job that I went to because I wanted to try it out. I wanted the experience, and I just felt like all that experience was going to help me in the long run for something bigger and greater. I didn't know what. I still don't know what, but I do see that it is helping me already. I do a lot of public speaking in my job. I do a lot of training, management, hiring, firing, all that kind of stuff. And it has definitely served me. And, you know, anything that's going to serve you is going to help you for not only you, but to help you help others as well. It's going to make you grow from that. So it's going to help you so that you can help other people as well. Um, so in that instance, or in within this uncertainty of dealing with leaving my job, I felt like I wanted more. There has to be something more out there, more money, more, definitely more money, but just, I didn't want a cap on me. I didn't want to feel like I was monitored from day to day. I didn't want to feel like this was all there is and that I had to go to this space, these four walls in an office every day, all day until I retire. I'm like, this can't be all there is to life. And waiting to take vacation days, which when I take them, they don't want me to take them and get angry when I take them because it's the wrong time to take them because it interferes with something that's going on at work. And that's just not fair. That's not upbuilding for me. That's not giving me life. And you want to feel like you're being supported. You want to feel some kind of fulfillment in what you're doing. You want to be creating something that's going to be of service to other people. And I feel like what I've learned at this particular job, I have learned that. And now that's all there is now. Now I feel like I've hit the ceiling and now it's time to move on. So if you're feeling any of those type of things, that type of pressure that is like, or a gentle nudging, it could be like there's got to be more to it, then you know what? There probably is. And it's time to move on. Um, Another thing you can do when you are thinking about leaving is to focus on your why. Why are you leaving? And when you focus on the why, it's a reminder because you can easily be caught up in the day to day. There's a lot of people at that job that where I am who have been there for years and they hate it. They can't stand it. But you know what? They think this is all there is. And they have lost sight of their why they wanted to do it in the first place. What is their calling? What is their purpose? What were they put here on this earth to do? And they lost sight of that completely. And now they're focused on the day to day. Well, I got to do this project. I got to get this done. I have to make the manager happy. The owner is not going to be happy if this goes this way or if we don't get enough enrollment, that kind of thing. And you can't live the rest of your life like that. You just can't. You can't live to please other people because you'll drive yourself crazy. And we're not put on this earth to please everybody. How could you please everybody? The only person or entity we're supposed to be pleasing is God. Everybody else on this earth, we're supposed to be doing something of service to them, but we're not supposed to be pleasing them. We have to work on pleasing God, and that's it. So that's why I say, if you're ready to take a step, write it down. Write down your plan because then it doesn't seem insurmountable to you because it's easy to feel like you're going to be stuck, which is what I was talking about in my last video. If you are feeling stuck, it's because you haven't written anything down. When you write stuff down, you start to see the solutions to things. And then you're able to think more clearly and come up with solutions for them so that you can move forward in it. So that's why I'm saying write those things down, and then you can accomplish things in more bite-sized pieces versus looking at everything as a whole. Okay, so that was the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Another one is lean on your support systems. We all need to have some type of support system in our life, whether it's family, friends, God, but there's always one person, one entity that we can always rely on. And we have to use that as feedback for us. And if you don't have anybody, you know what? That's why we build a community. We build a community so that we can support one another and be here for one another and grow one another and just feed positive life to one another by encouraging words, just the whole network of support that we can do for one another by establishing this community. So we can do that for one another if you don't feel like you have anybody around you, which is, it can be important for people because there's a lot of depression going on at this time in the world. And that's why like anti-anxiety meds are like the number one prescription right now. And it's because people don't have anyone to turn to talk it out. They don't have a plan. They're stuck in the minutia of going through the day to day. And I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want to feel that way. So let's have one another to talk to and build one another up. Hi, honey.
Hi.
That's my daughter. That's the one I was telling you about who acts like she's my mother, but she gives me great advice and we're like this. All right. So another one is to reframe your uncertainty, reframe it into an opportunity. Don't view your uncertainty as a negative because you don't need to have all the answers all the time. You learn the answers to things as you go. So and that's the learning process. That's the journey. So if you thought that you knew it all, then what how would you learn anything if you really thought that you knew it all? It's difficult to talk to other people and help them through their issues because by what you've learned, you're now able to help other people. But if you already know it, if you think you know it, there's no learning, there's no experience in that to be able to be of service to anyone else. So just look at everything you're going through as an opportunity to not only learn and grow from it, but also to help someone else as well, even in this community of people. You want to also focus on what you can control. A lot of us, including myself, we like to be in control of a lot of things, but you can't always be in control. I mean, if you try to control every situation, every little detail of things, then you're like a mouse in a wheel and you're constantly going around and around and around. You have to take time to shift your focus so that you're not focused on what you're trying to control, but rather, just your daily action, not your daily actions, but like the little things. That goes back to what I was saying about writing things down. If you feel like you have to control everything, then you need to take a step back because everything's not going to always go as planned. And if you feel like you have to be in control when things get out of control and it doesn't go as planned, then how do you feel? You feel kind of jacked up inside, right? So just kind of release the reins. And sometimes you want to bounce ideas off of somebody else if they're part of a supportive network around you, but release the reins. Don't try to have control of everything. Um, Another one is to be kind to yourself. Have grace for yourself. God gives us grace. So have grace for yourself. We're created in the image of God to have grace for ourselves, for others, and that's what we want to do on a regular basis. Have compassion for yourself. You don't know it all, and you don't have to know it all. We make mistakes, and we're going to keep making mistakes, but we learn from those mistakes. And that's why we need to have grace with ourselves and say, hey, you know what? I fell down, but I'm going to get back up and I've learned from it. And that same exact thing that happened is not going to happen again because now I know better. Right. So we're going to get back up and just talk to ourselves, look in the mirror. A lot of us really need to do that inner work, which sometimes is looking in an actual mirror and speak life into ourselves, whether it's hey, you know what, Miriam, you're amazing and you just are a wonderful person. You are such a positive light to be around. You're so kind. People love your energy. Speak life into yourself because if you don't do it and if you don't love yourself, why should anybody else? And practicing that habit is going to do wonders for you. It really is. Practice affirmations. You can write affirmations as in regards to what you want to have happen, as if it's already happened, or you can write affirmations for yourself. Speak that fulfillment, that prophecy of fulfillment into your own life, into your own spirit on a day to day basis. All right. So let's see what else I have for you guys. I'm not going to make this too long. Um, let's see. Take breaks and celebrate. Take breaks, celebrate your accomplishments, because, hey, when I decided that I was going to leave that job, I felt so happy. I can't even tell you. And I took myself out to dinner because I said, you know what? I finally made this decision. Like, it was weighing heavily on me. And I didn't even think that it could be possible that I could make the decision. And then I had to write it out. And then when I realized, you know what? Hey, why not? Why not? I remembered my why. And I said to myself, you know what? I can do this. You know how many people come to this country? I'm in the United States. They come here all the time without anything, without money, without clothes, like a no, not even a suitcase of things, but they come here for opportunity. And I said to myself, if people can come here with nothing, or if people can start from nothing, and I have at least four walls of things, why can't I? Why can't I? I can do anything that I want to do because I have this. My mind can accomplish so much. I have creativity that God put inside of me, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to do extraordinary things. And I say that to you. God put those creative ideas inside of you, gave you gifts and talents that maybe you have yet to really explore. But I challenge you to just take some time on a daily basis and write down things that are in your head that you'd like to explore, things that you don't want to wait until. Don't say like, oh, you know what? Well, when I retire, I hear that a lot. And you know who says that? My sister. She says that all the time. When I retire, I'm going to be able to do this. I'm going to be doing that. Well, why in the world would you wait, put your life on hold to work for someone else for years so that they can get what they want from your lifeblood, and then put yourself on hold and then accomplish what you want? No, that is not the way we're supposed to live. So again, I challenge you to explore these things now and go for them and get them done. What else? And again, like I said, let's build a community. Let's build a community of like-minded people. There's so many of us out there that are working these 9 to 5, 9 to 7 jobs. Some people have 2 and 3 jobs. For what? To pay the bills and living from paycheck to paycheck. That's not how we want to live, is it? We're not put on this earth to live that way. So just think about those things, and when you're thinking about life and your why you think you're here on this earth, because we're here to do a lot. We're here to do more than work for someone else until we die. That is for sure. And let me just look and see if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. I feel like I'm missing something. And then again, maybe I'm not. Well, I think that was about it. So I guess that's it for today. If this conversation resonated at all with you, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button so that you can know when I'm putting out more videos. This is Vlogtober month, and which means that content creators are putting out 1 video a day. And I'm calling myself a content creator, even though I haven't been officially monetized. That is my goal. I want to build a community so that we can, so I want to get this channel monetized and get going so that I can be of more service to you guys and put out more. I have so much that I want to talk about, and just, I would love to have like meetups and all kinds of things, but I have to, start from square one. I wrote it down and I'm taking it in bite-sized pieces, one thing at a time. And, video after video. And it would help me out if you guys subscribe so that I can build the channel and really give back to you guys what God has put into me. So subscribe, please. And I don't want you to miss out on any tips that I have about work burnout, about finding your purpose, fulfilling your mission here on earth, and anything else that we may want to talk about. And oh, I did have a question for you guys. Um, if you could just do me this favor and put in the comments below and let me know, what was the biggest challenge you have felt or faced when dealing with uncertainty and challenges? And how did you overcome it? Okay, so if you could put that in the comments below, what is the biggest challenge or uncertainty that you had to face, and how did you do it? How did you push past that? If you could put that in the comments, I will I will answer as many as I can, and then maybe on our next live we can talk about it. I do plan to go live on Fridays around the same time, like 12:45. But at first, I had a little trouble getting on today because YouTube was saying that I had 28 more days to before I could go live because this is a new channel, and I'm not even sure this is. I guess this is live. I'm hoping that it's going to post okay, but we'll see. Anyway, but do that, and I look forward to talking with you all and going with you on your journey as you're going on mine. I love you, darlings. I love you. Take care.